So here we go. Question number 1. Which of the following should not appear on a resume? Age, education, references, work experience. So age should never be on there. Education should. References, again, I've told you some people feel differently. You can still have the section that says references available upon request if you don't want to add them or if you don't have space, but you should not have your age. Number 2, a loan on which the student pays no interest until he or she has graduated or is no longer enrolled in school. Is that financial aid, subsidized loan, unsubsidized loan, or a grant? So that is a subsidized loan, which is part of the financial aid package. An unsubsidized loan, remember, is one where interest starts being charged immediately. And then a grant is money that you don't pay back. It's just like free money that they give you. You pay it back if you drop out of school, but in that semester. All right. Non-technical skills needed by most workers for success on the job. Is that a goal, hard skills, ethics, or soft skills? So those are soft skills. Hard skills are technical skills, measurable and physical. All right, number 4, a cash allowance awarded to a student to help pay for education. Is that financial aid, subsidized loan, a scholarship, or an unsubsidized loan? So that is a scholarship. Again, scholarships are part of your financial aid package. Your financial aid package would include scholarships, loans, grants, in both types of loans, subsidized and unsubsidized. So it's all part of that package. Which stage of the business cycle occurs when the bottom is reached and the economy is at a standstill? The peak, the growth, the decline, or the trough? So that is the trough. The growth is when it's expanding and it's going above the previous peak. Decline is when it's on its way to the bottom, but when the bottom is reached and we're kind of at that flattest point at the bottom, that's going to be the trough. Which of the following is an example of a soft skill? Managing a team, creating a spreadsheet, operating a forklift, or installing an air conditioner? So managing a team is a soft skill. The other ones, creating a spreadsheet, operating a forklift, and installing an air conditioner, are all examples of a hard skill. True or false? Most government loans are subsidized. That is true. So if the government's giving you a loan, chances are it is subsidized, which again, remember that means you don't pay interest. They don't charge you interest until you graduate or finish school or drop out. And it's usually anywhere from 6 months to a year after you finish school. It's not like you graduate in June and have to make a payment in July. They give you a grace period. True or false? Tuition is less at public schools than at private colleges because the quality of education is not as high. So that is false. Public schools tend to cost less than private schools because public schools get help from the government. So, and private schools do not. So somebody asked a question about this yesterday, then, why do people want to go to the private schools? Why does it look better, typically speaking? And I just kind of the same idea as some people view state schools better as junior colleges. It doesn't mean you're getting a less education at the state school, or sorry, at the junior college. It just costs less. And then you could go on to the state school. Yes, there are some schools better than others. I'm not saying that's not the case, but it's not because the quality of education at every private school is better than every public school. All right, true or false? Statistics show that the amount and type of education you complete doesn't significantly affect how much you earn. That is false. So statistics show that the amount and type of education does significantly affect how much you earn. True or false? Communication is one of the most important hard skills in today's workplace. Sorry. So yes, that is false. Communication is a soft skill. So just be careful. It's one of the most important soft skills in today's workplace. True or false again? The United States has a market economy which is based on supply and demand. True. Oh, look, we all got that one. Very good. Multiple choice. Which of the following is not good resume advice? Tailor each resume to the job you are applying for. Keep it to one page. Use a bunch of fancy fonts to get it to stand out, and carefully proofread it. Very good again. So yes, you don't want to use a bunch of fancy fonts to get it to stand out. Price decreases for a product are most likely to occur when demand exceeds supply, supply exceeds demand, supply and demand are equivalent, and none of these are relevant. When is a price decrease likely to occur? So prices are likely to go down if supply exceeds demand. If they have a bunch of this product and it's not selling, they're likely to put it on sale. If the red one, demand exceeds supply, then that's when the price increases, kind of how we saw in that math example yesterday. All right, which of the following is not a good type of person to use as a reference on your resume? Employers, coaches, counselors, parents. So your parents, you do not want to use as references on your resume or on a job application. Typically speaking, you don't want to use family members at all. You can use family friends, employers, coaches, counselors, people that know about you, but not family. The one exception that I have come across people asking me about is if someone in their family owns a business and you work for them, and they can describe your work ethic rather than just your home life. That's a little bit different. But you should never use your parents as a reference. All right, I believe we are getting into the math questions now. So you have a little bit longer to work them out if you have your calculator, if you need it. You're currently paying $6,000 in tuition. If it increases by 5% next year, how much will you pay for tuition next year? $300, $5,700, $6,005, or $6,300. So that's $6,300. So if you got $300, chances are you did 6,000 times 0.05, which yes, you need to do that. You get 300, but that's the increase. If you want to know how much you're paying next year, you have to add that $300 to the $6,300. And then 5,700, maybe you subtracted, maybe you guessed. But if it's $6,000 and it's increasing, it definitely shouldn't be less than 6,000. All right. If you are paid $12.50 per hour, how much would you make in a 40-hour work week? So $500. You would do $12.50 multiplied by 40 to get $500. If Jody's salary is $87,000 per year, how much did she make per month? So $7,250. To do this, you would do 87,000 divided by 12 because 12 months in a year. And last one here. Tom made $300 from lemonade sales. He spent $20 on ice, $10 on lemons, and $15 on cups. What was his profit? $345, $45, or $255, or none of these? So $255, correct. You add all of the expenses and subtract it from the 300. All right. So nicely done. Thank you guys for playing along. So that was a review from chapter 1. Remember, we're not doing a chapter 1 test. We're doing that project, which I will be reviewing kind of right now. In just a second. So tomorrow, all of your work is due besides your mini project. We just did our Kahoot. Now we're going to talk about why are soft skills so important. So your assignment for this week, when you turn it in, so the why are soft skills, it's this cartoon one here. But when you turn in your assignment, if you go to classwork, this lists what you are turning in. So you're doing the computing pay examples that we did on Monday, and then you're inputting your worksheet. Then do the math from yesterday, then the vocab worksheet, and then this soft skills one that I'm about to go over. Okay, so on this one, the directions say not to make a copy of it. I'll go back over those directions in just a minute after we read it, so they'll make more sense. But it's titled, Why Are Soft Skills So Important? So soft skills are known as people skills or interpersonal skills, while hard skills are teachable abilities or skill sets that are easy to quantify. While employers value both soft and hard skills, many people still underestimate the importance of soft skills in the workplace. In this activity, you will pick one of the cartoons provided below and analyze how that cartoon depicts the importance of soft skills. So there are 4 cartoons. You're going to pick one. The first one is a guy. You can tell his facial expression and the people around them. And then it says, what's the matter with you? Don't you realize that I have great people skills? The second one, recruiting on campus. It's funny that you're judging me. My engineering knowledge is current and yours is ancient. He thinks, I think I impressed him with my confidence. Oh, people skills, I forgot. Cartoon number 3 is a weight with a rock and a feather, and it says hard skills versus soft skills. And cartoon number 4 looks like people in an interview, and he says, are any other people skills besides 400 Facebook friends? So you're going to pick one of those 4 cartoons to analyze. And then in 1 or 2 paragraphs, write an analysis of what one you chose and the message it conveys about the importance of soft skills in the workplace. Use these questions to guide your response. You do not only have to answer these questions, you can elaborate more, but it says, what does this message does this cartoon deliver about the importance of soft skills in the workplace? How does it portray the message? And is it persuasive? Why or why not? There's a bonus question there. What could have been done to make it more persuasive? If you don't know anything, you don't have to put nothing could have been done or I don't know anything. Just don't answer that question. Like I said, answer those other 3 questions. I'm guessing most people end up having one short paragraph, like 5-ish sentences. There's no minimum or maximum. But I don't want you making a copy of this assignment. I want you just copying and pasting whatever cartoon you're picking into your Word document and then answering the questions. It's just a lot easier for me rather than having to scroll through all of this. You can just, again, right click on your cartoon, copy, paste it into your document, And then underneath it, I'll see your paragraph. It'll be very clear what cartoon you chose with your paragraph. And that's what it says in here. It says, copy and paste the cartoon you're choosing in your doc and then answer the questions. You don't need to make a copy of the whole assignment. Or if you do print it, you can. Those of you printing it and then just writing in there and then just add that last page, that's fine as well. But this is everything that's due for the week besides your mini project, which is not due until Sunday. All of these are due Friday at 3 o'clock besides that mini project. You will have some sort of attendance question tomorrow. I haven't made it yet to know what it'll be, but chances are it'll post around 8 or 9 a.m. and it'll be due at noon. And that's your attendance for tomorrow. Questions? Are the expectations clear? If not, I'm happy to clarify for you, but I won't see you guys again until Monday when all this stuff will already be due. I did start grading the resumes. Some are better than others, and hopefully they will be done by Monday so I can start grading those mini projects. Otherwise, have a great weekend, and I will see you guys Monday morning at 10.